Listen up. If you're waiting for life to hand you the dream on a silver platter, you're wasting time. Manifesting isn't about hoping, babes. It's about creating. It's about being this version of you that nothing is standing in her way. And today I'm going to walk you through how to step into your future self and start living your dream life now. Everyone, my name is Velez. I am a former trauma therapist, now turned transformation coach, where I get to do what I love, which is manifest my dream life. And every day it expands, it grows, and evolves. And when I look at who I've turned into in the last couple of years, it just blows my mind that I am a woman who knows her worth and value in all areas of her life. And it's just amazing and incredible. And I want you to know this about yourself too. So when we look at your self-concept is literally the foundation of your entire reality. If you see yourself stuck, small, or unworthy, that's exactly what you're going to manifest. So the first step to manifesting your dream life is becoming the version of you who already has it. If you're not doing that, what the hell are you waiting for? And this is where a lot of you trip up because you let the 3D control you. And I get it. Your current reality right now may look nothing like what you want. But that's where most of you mess up. You focus on the crap in front of you instead of your vision. You want to stop giving your current situation all of your fucking power. I do this all the time. This is the thing you want to master. You want to master self-concept, and you really want to master everyone as you pushed out, because those two are the cornerstones of how to overcome any circumstance and not give up your power to the 3D. So the more you focus on what you don't want, the more you focus on what's wrong, the more you will continuously manifest that in. This is what I had to learn and master when I was reprogramming my self-concept and love. This is how I got a very different version of my specific person back then. This is how I became a completely different woman in her love life and in the rest of her life. Someone I had never experienced myself being before on a regular, consistent basis, who's confident, who knows her worth and value, and who's no longer attracted to fucking unhealed people. That's the freedom of this all. And then through this process, it's expanded in other areas of my life where I just keep manifesting amazing experiences and opportunities and meeting people so easily, so effortlessly, literally just having a thought of it and it comes to be. And I'm building and creating more and more of my dream life that I want. So how do I do that? By not focusing on what is current and instead staying focused on my vision of what I just get to experience. And I become the version of myself that is pretending that she already has this, and not pretending in my 3D, pretending in my mind that this is who I am. You're the creator of your experiences, not the fucking victim of your 3D reality. And this is, again, where a lot of you want to throw in the towel constantly. It's not working. I'm noticing this. I'm noticing that. Nothing's changing. You still are, you may have changed what the limiting belief is, but you're creating a new one, or you've created a new one, or you've amplified an old limiting belief that maybe you didn't have dominance in you before. And now this is your new limitation. Sorry, my hair's shedding. This is your new limitation of what is a belief that is preventing you and not allowing you to have the full experience of who am I in the wish fulfilled? Who am I in my dream reality? What is different about her? How does she see things different? What's her new attitude? How does she feel differently? What are her new beliefs, the new perspectives, the attitudes that she's holding when she's focused on her vision? Manifestation isn't typically a one-time thing. It's literally a daily practice. And this is where my Goddess Glow Up Daily Blueprint comes in. It's not about what you do occasionally. It's what you do consistently. Every single day, you're reprogramming reprogramming your mind, embodying that version of yourself who's living the life you want. This is how you anchor into the wish fulfilled over and over again. And you might not even realize it, but most of you are sabotaging your dream life every single day, whether it's doubting yourself, like I said earlier, procrastinating, or letting fear stop you from taking action. These are all patterns that are blocking your manifestations. And listen, I've been there and I still have to, this is why I do this daily practice still. It just looks different at different stages in my life. But every day I am self-reflecting, taking inventory of what are my habits, what are my beliefs, where is my focus going, because procrastination is a huge one. This will happen in your love life. This will happen in your business life. We get very comfortable in our routines, even if it isn't in support of what we say we want for ourselves. And we can be comfortable in routines that aren't bad for us too, that aren't hurting us in any way, but are not requiring a different level of yourself to get to that next vision of you that you say you want to be. And all of these are different. They could be small little tweaks in the routine, or they might need to be complete overhauls, but we will procrastinate. I've procrastinated on so many things. I remember when I first started my coaching business, the way I would dominantly procrastinate is because I felt very overwhelmed. There was a million things to learn and I could do as an online entrepreneur. And so I was doing them all. And one of the ways that I procrastinated a lot was I would find projects in my business that made me feel super productive and super busy, but yet they weren't doing anything to elevate myself. And one of the ones, I've talked about this before, but it always stands out to me, was changing my website. I would spend hours. Now, I'm a bitch that could work. Like, I'll sit down. When I come into my office every morning, I am working from like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning till like 4, typically with no breaks in between, like just straight through, solid through, banging out a bunch of shit. Like, I get very focused. I don't answer my phone a lot. And I just have a list of things that I do. And one of the things I had to tweak, because in the beginning of my business, when I felt very overwhelmed and didn't know what, because there was a million things to do, which, by the way, 5 years later, there's still a million things to do always. One of the things that how I would procrastinate was jumping into these projects that made me feel super busy, but none of them were about, like I said, me leveling up, me pushing the needle of what's important in my business for growth. And I would be redoing my websites constantly. And back then I was working more like 16-hour days, honestly. And I would like just dive in deep and do everything. I know how to build up. I built up my entire business by myself. I've done every single role that you possibly can, which is why I'm really good at, if I can bring someone in to support me, I know right off the bat if they're able to do the job or not, because I literally know what needs to be done. So it's very easy for me to be able to manifest and get rid of people that don't fit in my vision for my business, or are just honestly bullshitting their way, right? That they aren't an expert when they're claiming that they are. So when we look at ways that you're tricking yourself and you're letting fear stop you, a lot of you are afraid of actually getting the love you want. A lot of you are actually afraid of having the success you want. You're afraid of your dream life because you have some anchored in belief that you're not worthy of it. How are you ever going to maintain it? What are you going to have to give up? And it's usually looked at giving up something in a negative way in order to call in what you want. And this is part of the growing and evolving, and every entrepreneur goes through this. I had this too. So in the beginning, I would just jump in and waste 3-4 days of working 16-hour days, building an entire website completely by myself. And it was interesting to me because after the third time, like within a year, I caught myself doing it. I was like, oh my God, this is how it, because I felt so busy, so productive, just so like, I don't know, like, yeah, I'm doing something, and I was, but it wasn't anything that was worthwhile. So I made a commitment right then and there once I figured that out, like, no, baby, that is not you in the wish fulfilled. That's not you being a leader. That's not you focusing on the right things that are going to bring you in front of millions. So you need to stop doing this. And I made a commitment that I would no longer ever do my website again. And I don't. I hire people now if it's something I want to do. I get bored easily. I like change. I like to reinvent. different. I like fresh ideas. I do know how to stay disciplined and focused, but I will hire people now to come in and support me rather than me jump in and do that. So again, it changes over and over, where as you grow and evolve, you will need to shed old beliefs and old habits that got you to where you were in order for you to go to the next level. That's just common fact. If you don't know that, great, you just learned something new. So this is why you want to develop a practice. This is why you want to really learn the proper skills that are going to help you overcome any 3D and allow you to continue to grow and thrive and call in your dream life, baby, because you definitely fucking deserve it. I love you all so much. You have to stop doubting yourself. You have to stop procrastinating, and you need to stop letting fear stop you from taking the right kind of action or changing your thoughts, beliefs, and habits, and releasing old fears, old stories, old versions of you that are not aligning with where you want to go and who you say you want to be. If you want support with that, definitely check out my new courses. They are at a very, very incredible, amazing price, which I'm going to be raising them soon. The Goddess Glow Up Daily Blueprint is how do you solidify the daily habits and routines of your choice. I give you lots of examples, things to choose from, what you can implement into your routine and how to actually set it up. And then I have my Mirror Effect course, which is mastering the everyone as you pushed out concept the way that it actually really works for you, so that you have a real clear fucking understanding and a process to master this, to implement this, to be this, so you can master these concepts, lay these foundational techniques down, and baby, start manifesting your dream life. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.